Blaze, a pyromaniac survivor that can pretty much annoy any executioner she goes against. If learned correctly, you can turn this glass cannon into a flaming powerhouse. But of course, some players do struggle with her abilities. If you don't use her correctly, you're gonna be ending up dying a lot. She has a pretty unique kit. She has a special bar alongside with 2 abilities and 2 sub-abilities. Her first ability is round kick. It immediately activates once used, flying forward and kicking the executioner in the face. Landing a hit would bounce you back, regaining that distance you once had, so this is a very good ability. The next ability is Burning Javelin. This ability also immediately activates once used, summoning a spear and throwing it forward at exactly where you're aiming. This unfortunately doesn't stun the executioner, but it does push them super far back, so it's still a very useful ability, as you can use this against the executioner while they're stunned. Now for the sub-abilities. Roundhouse Kick's sub-ability version is Soul Dash. You can only activate the alternate version if you're in the air. It acts the same as Roundhouse Kick, around the same cooldown and same stun time. Burning Javelin's alternate is called Soul Flame. This ability shoots out a constant stream of fire, making you a human flamethrower. This ability applies burning to the executioner, so it slows them down and it pushes them back. During this state, no executioner is actually able to reach you, not even by using their powers. This lasts up until your soul meter is depleted, which is another important thing that we're getting to now. You see, anytime you get a hit on an executioner using one of your abilities, you will be rewarded a couple of points onto your soul meter. Javelin rewards 15, while Roundhouse Kick and Soul Dash gets you 35. If your soul meter is filled to a certain amount, you're able to use this to amplify all of your abilities, applying the burn debuff to all of them, which slows down the executioner. If the soul meter is past 50%, your Burning Javelin will switch over to Soul Flame, so make sure to keep track of that, as you're not able to use your Burning Javelin up until your Soul Flame is finished. Soul Dash also gets affected, turning into Soul Boost instead. This is really good, as your stun gets increased longer and you're able to move around while using it. It's a pretty strong move. Now with every ability covered, we can go ahead and move on to me giving you good advice to how to use Blaze. Before that, let me tell you about one negative thing about Blaze. She's basically a glass cannon. She's really good at offense, but if all of your options are removed, she's basically easy to kill. If she used up all of her abilities and she's getting chased alone, she's screwed right there and then. So make sure to keep track of your abilities and stay near teammates. Don't be too far away from them, because one screw up can really severely ruin your game. The next thing I really want to cover that I haven't seen many Blaze mains use is the Soul Boost. Like I said before, this is a very powerful ability. Both Soul Boost and Dash can save you in many situations, getting you to high points that can help you escape. I won multiple games just because of this ability alone. It helps me get to higher places whenever it takes me longer to get there. I only suggest you using this if you're going towards a ring. It saves you time. Never use this to get up to high points mid-match, or unless if it's like a final option that you're desperate to use. Just make sure that the high point would take forever for the killer to get to. When you're roaming around with other stunners, be careful when you use your abilities. It's an occurring problem when multiple stunners try to stun at the same time, which costs them their, well, ability. So just be careful and see who's gonna make the move first. Anyways, while the executioner is stunned, if he's in a really good spot, you can push him away using a Burning Javelin. This increases more distance while the executioner is stunned. It helps you and your team to get away from the executioner as far as possible. So make sure to have a Burning Javelin ready when the executioner is stunned. If the executioner manages to get close to you, I suggest taking him to a hallway chase. Kinda like Silver, she's really good in a hallway chase, because 1, you can create more distance by easily using Burning Javelin, and 2, it'll be a lot more easier to stun him. But it really depends on what executioner you're facing. For Blaze, she's pretty equally as good for all of them, but when it comes to tripwire or possibly 2011X, it's a whole lot different, especially with tripwire. I suggest minimizing your Roundhouse Kick, as most likely you're just gonna miss it. Use Soul Dash or Soul Flame a whole lot more when it comes to stunning tripwire. It's a whole lot easier. Roundhouse Kick could sometimes be your worst move. If you're on a high point of stairs, you're gonna miss. If you're slightly too above, you're gonna miss. It's a really difficult move to pull off, so please only use that whenever you're fighting someone in a flat surface. It's a lot easier there compared to, well, bumpy ground. Use Soul Dash as an alternative. That's a whole lot better for you to handle. But on the plus side, because of how fast the activation of the move is, you can hide behind a corner and then just activate it immediately to get the jump on the executioner. 80% of the time, you're just gonna land your hits because every executioner doesn't expect that. Now, for acting as a team player, if one of your friends are on last life, you can shut down chases by using Soul Flame, pushing the executioner farther away from the targeted victim. Heck, you can completely shut down access to any area by just using Soul Flame and guarding that hallway door. You could save a lot of people like this. She's a pretty good stunner slash support character. You can save a lot of people with her. So, conclusion. She's a glass cannon. She's good at offense, but not so much as defense. She has moves that can help with movability and secure stuns. She can manage an LMS as long as you pay attention to her abilities. Alongside with that, she's a very good team player to use. Anyways, that's pretty much it on Blaze. There's not really that many tips I could give you as she's really well on her own. I highly recommend using or learning her whenever you play Outcome Memories. She's a very good survivor. Anyways, if you want more guides like this or more videos, go ahead and subscribe to me. It really helps me a ton.